Hello, this is James. Tonight we have a very nice Magnet Warrior deck for everybody. So a little bit of history first. Before the Abyss Encounters box dropped, we had two Gaia Plate the Earth Giants in the standard Magnet Warrior deck, in the super awesome one with all the Wall of Disruptions and all the Cosmic Cyclones. We had two Gaia Plate the Earth Giants because we couldn't rely on getting Valkyria and the Magnet Warrior out, because we couldn't rely on getting Beta the Electromagnet Warrior out, and it's a pain to grind for this guy, but he is the linchpin of the entire deck. But with Abyss Encounters, we have this new card called Downbeat. Downbeat says if you tribute a face-up monster, special summon from your deck one monster with the same original type and attribute that the tributed monster had on the field, but one level lower, you can only activate one Downbeat per turn. So it's a reverse transmodify. So this works, this enables us to summon Beta the Electromagnet Warrior using any of our Magnet Warriors. It's beautiful. So, and we want Beta the Electromagnet Warrior because he gives us tons of fodder for Valkyria. In a nutshell, that's what he does. So you have your Beta, or you have your Gamma, you Downbeat for Beta the Electromagnet Warrior. So there's one non-delta in your graveyard. Then on your opponent's turn, you tribute the Electromagnet Warrior. So now there's two non-deltas in your graveyard for a delta, and then delta's effect procs, and then you throw the third non-delta Magnet Warrior to your graveyard, and you're all ready to go for the tribute take of the delta into the Valkyrion, which is a great play. And the reason that you had these powerful rebirths, so the ideal deck has 3 powerful rebirths, right? But that's expensive. We need to have some substitutions, such as Kurogane. And the reason that you have these revival cards in here is because you need to have, and actually you can get a second one of these from Rex Raptor, so you can take out your powerful rebirth and substitute in the second Kurogane. And the reason that you need them is to get Delta out of the graveyard so that he can throw more normal Magnet Warriors to the graveyard. But as I was playing, I realized that this was slowing the deck down. And now this is just an idea. There was once an idea that was free to play. So our last 2 replays are this deck, which really just tripled down with 3 downbeats on the Beta combo. Now, an important note, once you use your downbeat to get your... First of all, you can't use it if you already have Beta in your hand. Second of all, you can only use one because there is only one Beta to be summoned from the deck, and then the other 2 are dead cards. Now, they're not totally useless. They can be used to bluff a Wall of Disruption or any other cards that you might want to pretend that your opponent can think that you have. And they can also be used as fodder for Storm. And, you know, this could totally work because, well, Yu-Gi-Oh! Teaches us to call bluffs, but your opponent doesn't know that you're a free-to-play player, so might as well try it. Let's talk about Gaia Plate, the Earth Giant, for a quick second. So substitution for Gaia Plate, the Earth Giant is always answered with Mega Rock Dragon. But there's a difference between the two. So Gaia Plate can be used in the middle to late game. As long as you have 2 Magnet Warriors in your graveyard, you can special summon him, and he can fight back to back with Valkyrion. Mega Rock Dragon, but he's expensive to feed. You have to banish a rock monster from your graveyard during each of your standby phases. Mega Rock Dragon is better in the late game. After your Valkyrian has been sacrificed nobly for the cause, you can summon your Mega Rock Dragon to finish the game once you and your opponent are staring at each other from across a cleared field. You don't have to feed him, and he can have higher attack. And in the late game, he's the same as the Gaia Plate, even though Gaia Plate is a walking mirror wall. If you can get him up over 3,500, it doesn't really matter. But the downside of Mega Rock Dragon is that he competes with Valkyrion for resources. Now you can use other cards like Release from Stone to summon the banished monster and then put it back in there. So graveyard to banish and then banish to field with Release from Stone, but that's getting outside the scope of this conversation. So the true free-to-play is Mega Rock, and then instead of a Super Rush Headlong, which is a very useful card, one of your standard protection back row. But for the last two replays, this experimental, highly free-to-play build is what I'm using. Roll the clips! So here we're starting with an ideal duel. So we don't even have to restart. We start off with Delta. Delta puts a Magnet Warrior in the graveyard. We downbeat into Beta, the Electromagnet Warrior. Gives us another Delta just in case, and we set a mirror wall. Here we're gonna attack, and we see that it's the polymerization monster, which means that this is likely a Red Eyes Slash Dragon. We activate Beta's effect, get our Delta, and now this Delta is sacrosanct. The opponent better not attack with intent to kill him unless he has a way of dealing with Valkyrion, which is why he passes his turn. Make sure you have enough Magnet Warriors in the graveyard. And here we're just kind of stalling out. I don't want to blow the wad too early. He must have a polymerization in his hand already, but he goes for the contact fusion with Hex Sealed Fusion the Dark. No wait, no dude, you don't need polymerization. You can just contact fuse. Okay, whatever. So he gets out the Red Eyes Slash, and he recovers the fusion materials. And I think, oh no, he has a second warrior monster in his hand, and he's going to be able to polymerization a second one. But he just gets the attack in and puts the fusion material in, puts the material on. And here we're going to tribute take with the Delta. It doesn't work because he discards the material, but that wasn't the point. The point was to put Delta in the graveyard so that we can get Valkyrion, use the cannon trio because I'm sentimental, and we have enough to special summon our Gaia Plate, 2 Warriors of Rock back-to-back with Lieutenant Delta, extra food for Gaia Plate, and that's game. He disconnects, but it's game. Good game. Alright, here we have Delta again, and 2 downbeats. This is the first version of the deck, the one using the revival traps. Delta into Beta. Beta gives us a Delta. Set a bluff, and then wait for the opponent's turn so that we can tribute Beta, Delta into another normal monster. And here again, Valkyrion is primed and ready to go. So the opponent passes his turn. We're going to put another normal monster, a regular Magnet Warrior, into the graveyard. And here we're gonna go for the suicide to get the Valkyrion. Now, don't summon your Valkyrion early. Now this was a bit of a foolish gamble because he might have had a mirror wall. But we're ready for the super, not mirror wall, a floodgate, but we're ready for the super rush with the econ take play, so we could go for game there, but he has an econ, so we just get some damage on his life points. And there's no Ancient Gear Golem that's getting over this Valkyrion. Well, Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem could, but he doesn't have that right now. So he passes his turn. We have our little Magnet Warrior, and here's what's good about Valkyrion and his piles of attack. So what do you think that face down that he has is? Wall of D. So because we kept Super Rush in our hand, we can quick play it and blow up the Ancient Gear Golem, and Valkyrion still has enough attack points to take out the Knight. Good game. Here's our last duel using the money revival traps, and I didn't restart the hand, but because we started off with a beta, and I don't want to just show Downbeat footage. So here's our beta. We get a delta. We set to protect not the beta but the delta to come. We activate. Turns out it's an alien deck, and so we better start paying attention because aliens are the top meta right now. So he's gonna go for the A-Cell recombination device, and I'm gonna let him throw the monster. He throws an alien kid. I'm gonna let him throw the monster, and then I'm gonna pop Beta's effect into Delta. And I didn't. If he had another A-Cell recombination device, it's not a huge deal, because now, well, but he does have a second A-Cell recombination device, so it's not looking great for us. Because, well, we have the Super Rush, so it's not terrible. So he's gonna revive his Catfish monster, and the Catfish is gonna remove an A counter, and then we're gonna pop Super Rush to protect our Delta from fire monsters, because Valkyrion is not yet primed, but he is going to go Mysterious Triangle, one up the Super Rush, and get out an Alien Warrior, which he will tribute for an Alien Overlord, which is honestly a bit wasteful. So we're gonna get down to 100 life points, and we're gonna count our Magnet Warriors in the graveyard. We're gonna bluff. We're going to special summon our Gaia Plate, because he's just played his whole hand. He'd have to get pretty lucky to play around this. Yeah, because all the alien cards need support from their buddies. There isn't just a single alien card that can function independently. Unlike the majestic Gaia Plate, the Earth Giant. Mega Rock Dragon wouldn't have helped in that scenario because we only had 3. No! Oh, no. It could have, because we could have boosted it up to 2800, because we would have played a Delta. We would have had 4 monsters in the graveyard. Banished for Mega Rock is 2800. So here, this version, this duel is using the ultimate free-to-play version. Well, it would be the ultimate free-to-play version if I switched out Gaia Plate for Mega Rock. But he doesn't really come up in these duels. Not in a way that's unique to him anyway. So here it is revealed for a Hazy Flame family deck. So it was a good thing that I set that Super Rush. And he's thinking about, okay, I'm going to tribute this and summon that and get this card out. And I'm waiting till the last second, even though I know what's coming, which is a Gyoko. So to prevent Gyoko from having a target, we protect from fire monsters, but we're not protected from the Earth Armor Ninja, which is an Earth type. So he beats that Delta down. We're gonna normal summon the Beta. Really, I should run as many betas, beta the normal Magnet Warrior, as I can because of his higher attack points. But again, I'm sentimental. So he's gonna Tensu. He's gonna get out his Sphinx, makes the call, and gets his Flame Tiger from the graveyard. 800 life points. And see, but he should only play hazy monsters, or he should play mostly hazy monsters in a Hazy Flame family deck, because non-hazy monsters can be targeted for the tribute take, which is gonna activate Delta's effect and give us the Valkyrion, which is impossible for Hazy Flame family to surmount unless he has a bunch of weird cards like Soul Exchange. I don't know why that's in this deck, but he sacrifices his battle phase, and there's only one card that can save us now: Gaia Plate, the Earth Giant. I think Mega Rock would have also worked. Yeah, because we would have been able to kill the Flame Tiger. But here we go for the big boy. Good game. And here's our last duel against a Taya. And here we're gonna roll everything that we know about chaining the storm. Now here's something I didn't manage to get to in the intro, but if you have your quick play spell set, so you set it on one turn, your opponent takes their turn, then you go and you play Storm, and then you can chain your quick play spell so that you can econ take Delta into Valkyrion and also get your opponent's monster and also destroy their back row. So that's very good. So it's an Arrow Mage deck. Killed the Rosemary with beta. And now we're just waiting for the time to pop the beta. There he is. Summon Delta. Throw another normal Magnet Warrior to the graveyard. This isn't an especially good hand because we already have two of our normal Magnet Warriors in the hand. And here we draw a dead Downbeat. And we're just gonna go for the full offensive with our small Magnet Warriors, because prior to this match I got baited into, and it was a misplay. There's no reason I should have done this. And I don't know why he plays Wall of Disruption on Rose Lover. Sort of weird. You want Rose Lover to die. Well, unless you're gonna tribute it and then special summon. But he doesn't do that, so we're gonna get the Super Rush. And even if he did summon that with Rose Lover, it's not immune to to quick play spells. So cleared field, and we're gonna go ahead and get another Delta. Put more Magnet Warriors in the graveyard. The only one left is the third Delta, and we're just gonna get some life point damage because to kill the Arrow Mage higher life point effects. Passes his turn, and we draw a Valkyrion. You never want to draw into your Valkyrion, because that's what we have Delta for. We have Delta to special summon him from the deck, and he pops his Windstorm. Windstorm is a strong card. I just don't like to rely on it too much. It's sort of a just throw this in there if you don't know what this and Anubis, if you don't know what the 19th and 20th cards of your deck are. So he goes for the Bergamot. Remember, we have our enemy controller set. The Bergamot, but since his life points are lower, he's not going to do piercing damage. And so again, I learned not to get baited into summoning the Valkyrion, so we're not going to pop Delta's effect to summon Valkyrion just yet. We're going to wait until the opportune time, which is now. Turn your toggles to on. Play your Storm. This is the ultimate play of this deck. Toggle on, play your Storm, chain, enemy controller, Tribute take the Delta for the enemy monster. He's going to Cosmic Cyclone to banish my last card so that I can't blow up more than one. I can't blow up his Aroma Garden. But that's okay. We have our Valkyrian out, and his field is clear. I'm just checking what else he had. It was an enemy controller. Thank you for watching.